Do you want to become mentally strong without doing any additional work? Simpler than you think. The real secret isn't starting fresh. It's stopping the sneaky habits draining your energy every day. Sounds strange, right? Most of us are carrying around mental dead weight. The habits that drain our energy, kill our confidence, and keep us stuck in a loop of people-pleasing or self-doubt. Forget stacking more to-dos. Build a to-stop list instead. While others tell you what to do, psychotherapist Amy Morin says true power is already inside you. You just have to stop sabotaging it. Today, we're going beyond the pages of Amy Morin's bestseller, 13 Things Mentally Strong Women Don't Do, where she has given us the roadmap to build mental resilience. Mental strength principles are universal, but women face extra cultural pressures, like socialization scripts demanding perfection. Strength is a very heavy word, and it comes with a lot of baggage. We often think mental strength is about what we do, acting tough, suppressing emotions, achieving perfection, or trying to handle everything simultaneously to please everyone. Wrong. The reality is that mental strength is unlearning bad habits, societal conditioning, and self-limiting beliefs. We treat mental strength like we are collecting merit badges, thinking that if I stack enough good habits I will somehow be invincible. But ignore the bad habits. Just like our physical health, no matter how much you exercise, if you keep eating junk food, you will not get healthy. That's why the core idea of this book is so simple yet radical. It's mental elimination diet. Ditch the mental junk food like perfectionism and comparison that holds you back. Because the bad habits are actively canceling out the good ones. Strength builds by stopping, not just starting. Rather than just adding good habits, we must identify and eliminate the mental junk food, the specific bad habits and cultural scripts that undermines progress. Let's explore mastering internal mindset. The first piece of mental junk food we need to subtract from our lives, the constant draining cycle of comparison. The obsession with a flawless image that social media feeds 24/7. To really get our heads around this, there's a fantastic metaphor called the shoebox analogy. So imagine everyone is walking around carrying a shoebox. The outside of that box is just beautiful. It's decorated with our absolute best moments. The smiling vacation photos, the new job title LinkedIn, the perfect family portrait, perfect couple goals. It's the polished, curated version of our lives that we want the world to see. But inside our insecurities, the late-night anxieties, the fight we had with our partner this morning, and here's the trap. We are constantly relentlessly comparing the chaotic mess inside our own box to the perfectly decorated outside of everyone else's, and that is a game you can never ever win. Research shows how this can play out differently, called inspiration gap. They found that when men saw images about successful men, they often felt inspired. They saw a roadmap, thinking, hey, I could do that. When women saw similar images about a successful woman, they were more likely to feel judged. They see a gap impossible to close, and that leads to envy and depression, not motivation. Insisting on being perfect creates unrealistic expectations and high stress, which can ultimately impair performance. It's not driven by desire for excellence, but by a deep fear of failure. Many women strive for perfection due to unrealistic expectations, both self-imposed and societal. Women frequently face societal pressure to excel professionally while managing household responsibilities. This imbalance perpetuates the view that they must handle everything flawlessly, reinforcing stress and feelings of inadequacy. Studies indicate that women still undertake a majority of domestic tasks, which contributes to their overall anxiety and perfectionist tendencies. Remember, strive for the excellence, but accept that flaws are part of being human. And for that, we have to stop overthinking. Constantly dwelling on problems instead of solutions leads to anxiety and prevents your brain from finding a way forward. Accept the problem and immediately jump onto finding solutions. Skip the middle overthinking spiral. Try a simple trick. Schedule a specific worry time on your calendar. Let's say for 20 minutes. Do all overthinking you want in that period, vent all out and get it out of your system. Once the timer is up, action mode on. One more important skill is to silencing the inner critic. Familiar with that voice in your head? The one who keeps saying you won't be able to do, it's difficult, it's not possible. This inner critic often underestimates your abilities, causing you to opt out of opportunities. In a science quiz study, women scored as well as or better than men, yet because they doubted their performance, only 49% signed up for a follow-up competition compared to 71% of men. Learn to silence its negative talk and turn it into a constructive conversation. It might sound very weird at first. It definitely feels very weird the first time. But try it. Next time you hear that inner voice, don't just obey it. Ask logical questions to that voice, start a conversation, and you will see the magic. That inner voice starts to guide you rather than holding you back. Turn sabotage into your growth coach. This is a very important step. Do not start blaming yourself the moment something unfavorable happens or something goes wrong. Don't confuse this with taking responsibility. Yes, you have to take responsibility for your actions, but distinguish helpful guilt to fix the mistake from toxic shame, beating yourself over things outside of your control. Let's learn to navigate social and professional pressure. Women are wired to be polite and follow rules literally, which can limit their growth. Evaluate if a rule serves your goals or just your need for approval. The good example to show here is about applying for the jobs. Many women refrain from applying for jobs unless they meet 100% of the qualifications because they view the requirements as strict rules, whereas men often apply meeting only 60%. If you don't apply, you are definitely not getting that job. Don't lose opportunities over it. Don't listen to people who are jealous of you. And there will always be someone who will try to tell not to pursue it. Just smile, acknowledge it as respect to freedom of expression of others and move on. Don't let it go inside your head. Leave it at that very instant. Don't hand the remote control of your emotions to other people. It's absolutely important to not use others to lift yourself up. Life is always a collaborative effort. Collaboration is always above competition. Others' success is not your failure. There is no limited quota for greatness in the world. Everyone is on their own growth trajectory, so other people's success doesn't affect your path of growth and success. Learn to genuinely be happy for others. Celebrate and cheer for others in their journey, and others will do the same for you. Women are often conditioned to stay quiet. In some cases, it might help not to escalate the situation, but it doesn't mean you should stay silent all the time. A man raising his voice is seen as authority, but a woman doing the same is labeled as arrogance. How ironic! Your ideas have value and deserve to be heard in any setting. You have to speak your mind, put out your points. I know it's easy to say but very difficult to act on. But you don't need to be brave all day, all the time. You only need a 20 seconds booster shot of insane courage. Just be brave for 20 seconds to hit send on a job application or raise your hand in a meeting or pitch your ideas. And then you can go back to normal. Finally, embrace growth and resilience. Vulnerability is not a weakness. It is a brave act that allows for genuine connection and healing. You don't have to show your vulnerability to the world, but be frank with yourself and your close ones. Real strength is the courage to be authentic and admit when you need help or have been hurt. Don't avoid tough challenges. We all love our comfort zone. Because it's easy doesn't take any extra effort. Life is good being in comfort zone, but growth is outside of that comfort zone. Initially all feels well and good, but staying in a safe comfort zone for longer time can lead to depression and a lack of purpose. So push yourself out into the discomfort zone one step at a time. Reinventing yourself is key to personal growth at any stage of life. You are allowed to outgrow your old self. You don't owe it to anyone to stay the same person you were 5 years ago. Don't be afraid to ditch an old identity for a better one. You are not late. Best time is to start now. Own your success. Women often downplay their achievements to avoid appearing arrogant, but owning your success is a sign of strength. You deserve the praise because you have worked hard for it. Next time someone says congratulations, just say thank you and stop there. No, I was lucky. It was nothing. Accept the compliments gracefully.
The mental muscle. Just as you would go to a gym to strengthen your body and build muscles. Same way, building mental muscle requires time, commitment, and heavy lifting for the brain to see actual results. Building mental muscle involves focusing on 3 interrelated components. First, thoughts, training your brain to replace overly negative, catastrophic, or overly positive, unrealistic, thoughts with a realistic inner monologue. Second, feelings, regulating emotions so they do not control your choices. And third, behaviors, choosing to take positive action regardless of circumstances, such as speaking up despite self-doubt or fear. Mental muscles are like physical muscles. They are not something you either have or don't have. Everyone possesses them to a degree, but they will atrophy if you stop exercising them. Continuous practice is required to maintain and grow it. So, don't forget to flex your mental muscles daily.